take the snake pose, Bhujangasana. You start by lying flat, press your palms down, and lift your upper body while keeping your pelvis grounded. What's amazing is how this simple movement actually stimulates both the thyroid and kidneys simultaneously.
And the physiological effects go even deeper than that, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. Recent studies have shown that the chest opening aspect of snake pose triggers a cascade of hormonal responses. It's like this perfect storm of increased serotonin production and reduced cortisol levels, which explains why it's so effective against depression.
Well, that's really interesting about the hormonal connection. How does that relate to some of the other poses you've studied?
So the bow pose, Dhanurasana, is particularly fascinating. When you grab your ankles and create that arch with your spine, you're actually massaging your entire endocrine system. Studies from the International Journal of Yoga Therapy show it can help regulate blood sugar levels in diabetic patients by up to 20%.
That's quite a significant impact for what looks like just a stretching position.
And you know what's really interesting? These poses work synergistically. Like ancient texts describe specific sequences that modern research is now validating. The traditional combination of snake pose followed by bow pose creates what researchers call a hormonal optimization cascade.
The precision of these ancient practices is remarkable. Though I have to say some of them look pretty intimidating.
Oh yes, especially Hanumanasana, the monkey pose. But here's what's fascinating. A 2021 study found that even working toward this pose without achieving the full split increases blood flow to the pelvic region by up to 40%. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
That's such an important point about the benefits coming from the process rather than the final position.
Exactly. And then there's Agnisara-kriya, the fire purification technique. Recent metabolic studies show these rapid abdominal movements can increase your basal metabolic rate by up to 15% when practiced regularly. The ancient yogis somehow knew this would boost digestion, but now we have the data to prove exactly how it works.
The way modern science is validating these ancient practices is pretty remarkable.
You know what really gets me? These poses were basically an early form of preventive medicine. Traditional texts describe them as chikitsa, or therapy, and now we're seeing clinical studies that back this up. A 2022 meta-analysis showed regular practice of these poses can reduce chronic back pain by up to 48%.
That's a pretty significant reduction, though I imagine proper form is crucial for seeing those benefits.
Oh my goodness, yes. And that brings up another fascinating point. These poses come with built-in safety mechanisms. The way they're structured, if you're doing them correctly, they actually prevent you from going too far. It's like ancient biomechanical engineering.
So what would you say is the most surprising discovery you've made about these poses?
Well, it's the way they affect our nervous system. We used to think these were just physical exercises, but new research using EEG monitoring shows specific poses can shift our brainwave patterns from beta to alpha states, essentially moving us from stress to relaxation in minutes. It's like these ancient practitioners had mapped out our entire nervous system without any modern technology.
That's really quite extraordinary when you think about it.
And here's what I think is the most important takeaway. These poses aren't just exercises, they're tools for total body-mind integration. The latest research in psychoneuroimmunology is showing how this mind-body connection that yogis talked about thousands of years ago is actually key to our overall health and well-being.